everyone. Welcome back to AdrianTalks. I am your host, Adrian, and today I want to talk about something that a lot of us have faced at some point, or are currently facing now, or have never stopped facing. This might seem like a very sensitive subject to many of you, and for that, I apologize. But I'm a firm believer that if you feel a certain way, it's important to talk about it. Otherwise, it's bottled up and it comes out on the wrong people, and especially those we love most. And since I want this third week of the month to be strictly about Community Support Week, this is a way for me to reach out to you guys and for you to know that you're not alone. I consider my podcast to be a very safe space. I hold space for pretty much everybody, every walk of life, honestly. I mean, the way I see it really is that we're all on the same planet. We are all human. We all bleed the same color. We are all one, truly. And that is pretty much the reason why I created this podcast, is so I can gather a community of people who need that sense of togetherness, who need that outlet for them to talk about their feelings and about their day, about their experiences, and for other people to relate to those experiences or to sympathize with those experiences. Basically, what I'm saying is that my podcast is safe. I welcome anyone and everyone. Grab a seat, grab some coffee, grab some tea, grab some water, whatever you want to grab, settle down, listen, or sit down and speak your mind. We're here to listen. With that said, today's topic is depression. Sometimes it can feel like this huge, heavy cloud that just won't go away. I want to share some small steps that can help shift your perspective and start to lift that weight. These are simple things you can try, and while they're not a magic fix, they can make a difference over time. Now, before we get into it, I first want to explain what depression actually is. Depression isn't just feeling sad for a day or two. It's actually this persistent feeling of sadness, a loss of interest in things you used to enjoy. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, depression affects millions of people each year. And it's important to recognize that it's a real medical condition. But even though it can feel overwhelming, there are ways to manage it. Now, getting into it, the first thing that I want to mention is the power of perspective. Changing the way you think about situations can have a huge impact on how you feel. For example, instead of focusing on what's going wrong in your life, try to focus on what you can control. This could be as simple as setting a small goal for the day and achieving it. Research shows that when you change your mindset, you can start to change your emotional state as well. Giving credit where credit is due. The Paradox of Choice by Dr. Barry Schwartz. That is where I got the information about decision making and how focusing on what you can control can reduce your anxiety. Another way to shift your perspective is by starting a gratitude journal. Yes, it might sound cheesy, but writing down just a few things you're grateful for each day can help reframe your thoughts. When you focus on the positives, even the small ones, it can start to change your overall outlook. And over time, this practice can help reduce feelings of depression. I received that information by the studies published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, which suggests that gratitude journaling can lead to increased well-being and lower levels of depression. Moving forward, let's talk about something as simple as faking a smile. You might have heard this before, but there's actually a science behind it. The science behind it being called the facial feedback hypothesis suggests that when you smile, even if it's forced, it can actually make you feel happier. This is because the act of smiling triggers certain chemicals in your brain, like dopamine and serotonin, that are associated with happiness. Even just faking a smile for a minute can help lift your mood. And over time, this can reduce feelings of depression. It might feel weird at first, but give it a try. You might be surprised at how much it helps. So, beyond changing your perspective, there are also small daily habits that can help as well. I know when I work out, I feel great. My endorphins are running, I feel happy, I feel like I can take on anything until of course the muscle cramps start kicking in. As they say, no pain, no gain, right? But anyway, back to the topic. Even just a short walk can boost your mood. As I said before, exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Another thing you can do is reach out to somebody, even if it's just a quick text to say hi. Human connection, even in small doses, can make a big difference when you're feeling down. One of the main reasons why I wanted to make this episode was because I wanted to remind you that you are not alone. Depression is something that many people, probably many more than many people, struggle with. But talking about it and sharing your experiences can really help, because then other people can realize that, hey, I really am not alone. And there's no better feeling than feeling that you're not alone. With that said, I encourage you to share your own tips and experiences in the comments below. And of course, you don't have to. I'm not saying absolutely do that. It's mandatory. If you're going to be part of my channel, you're going to be part of my podcast, you absolutely have to. No, you don't have to do anything. You can even just listen if you want to. But for those who do have certain experiences and tips and tricks that they want to share with the community, I highly encourage you to do so. All right. So those are just a few small steps that you can take to start shifting your perspective and lifting some of the weight of depression. I know it's not easy, but remember that every little bit helps. If you're struggling with severe depression, please reach out to a mental health professional. And if you try any of these tips, let me know how they work for you in the comments below. All right, everyone. I know that this was a little short of an episode, but I think it was important. No matter how short or how long it would have been, I think it was important to make it so other people can understand what this podcast is about and understand what the mission is and understand that you're not alone. If you liked the episode, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.